Teacher knowledge and behavior is the component of the model that focuses on teachers' knowledge of students and content and on their expertise in classroom management and pedagogy. Teacher knowledge is the element of teacher knowledge and behavior that encompasses knowledge of student characteristics and teachers' in-depth content knowledge and the blending of these to enhance learning. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The students in this fourth grade class are writing their own classroom constitution. They begin the lesson by discussing the definition of a belief. The teacher makes a connection with belief statements and the Cub Scouts. The teacher's in-depth content knowledge is evident through his use of transformation to make advanced concepts easier for students to understand.
This morning we are going to create a classroom set of rules. Some people call this classroom constitution. Some people might call it a classroom belief statement. Some people might call it a classroom Bill of Rights. That's what our objective is to create that through today and tomorrow. And you're going to work cooperatively in groups, and you're going to decide what the 5 guidelines, 5 Bill of Rights, the Constitution that has 5 parts, however you want to call it, you're going to decide what those rules will be. Sumi, what was the first definition?
Confidence, trust.
Confidence and trust, right? Do we know what those words mean? Confidence and trust. Terry, what's confidence mean?
Like you have confidence to do something, like to make a shot or like to hit a home run or something like that.
Okay. Is confidence a feeling?
Yeah.
Confidence is a feeling, isn't it? Emily, what's the second one? What's the second definition that's listed?
Something believed.
What does that mean?
People believed in it.
Okay. Some people believe in it. You might be, I think, Tad, are you a Cub Scout or Boy Scout, Tad?
Cub Scout.
A Cub Scout. Do you have a certain set of beliefs in Cub Scouts?
Yeah.
And what might one of those be?
That you do your best.
That you do your best. Okay. That was one belief. Okay.
The students search for definitions using an online dictionary. The students compare the definitions they previously found to the definitions online. The teacher's in-depth content knowledge is evident in his use of discovery and inquiry learning as a method of instruction.
What we're going to do is we're going to go to a page and we're going to check a dictionary, an online dictionary, for our 2 words that we talked about before, belief and democracy, okay? And see if there's any differences. Look at your definition. Tad, what do you think?
They're a lot longer.
They're a lot longer on here. So does that mean the word means something different?
No.
Did you find anything different from here to your sheet?
Not that much.
No. So those 2 words are going to be key words for us today.
The students view an actual image of the Bill of Rights on the internet. The teacher demonstrates knowledge of student characteristics by activating the student's visual spatial intelligence.
Freedom of speech, press, religion, and petition. What do you suppose that means? What do you think that means? Allie?
So you have a freedom to speak in front of other people?
Right. You have the freedom to state your opinion. It's okay to say the government, or it's okay to say that the government is doing something wrong, okay? And you won't get punished for that.
The students work in groups to write belief statements for their classroom constitution. The teacher demonstrates knowledge of student characteristics by addressing his students' interpersonal intelligence and allowing the students to discuss their beliefs.
Always be reliable and come to school on time. Do your homework and listen to your teacher. That's what a responsible person would do. So if you started that sentence with something like, a responsible student always is reliable, okay? Because we need to define who we're talking about, okay? All right, so why don't you guys keep working on that? That's great. How are you guys coming?
Good. We're done. Good, we're done.
Okay, so you've got a definition of integrity or honesty. Okay, now you've got to make a statement of what it would look like or sound like in this classroom when someone's being honest. Okay, if you look up here under honesty, there's some ideas. It says keep your word and commitments or stand up for what is right.
Right one of those?
Yeah, an honest person, what do they do?
Do we have to do it and do something that looks like it in the classroom?
Or on the playground or at
Okay.
school, okay?
Okay.
Any of those.
The teacher's in-depth content knowledge is evident in his method of instruction. He uses questioning as a technique to guide the students through the discussion.
Okay, a responsible student always is reliable and does what they are told. Okay, are there specific things that responsible students do?
Bring in their homework.
Let me write down a couple things. Yeah. They bring homework
They come to school on time.
back to school. They come to school on time. So those are two things you might want to include. Are there other things that responsible students do, Katie?
Yeah, they clean their room.
Their classroom?
Yeah. Well, they help. Well, my room is all messy.
Well, let's talk about school, okay? Keep their desk clean?
Keep their locker clean.
Okay. What if we said personal space? What does personal space mean to you?
Your own things.
Your own things? Okay, keep.
Where you sit, keep it clean.
Okay, so we say desk. Okay, keep desk clean. Okay, what else? Locker. And locker. Okay. Why don't you guys see? I really like this. I think that's really, really pretty good. But maybe there would be somebody that might say a responsible student, reliable, isn't necessarily keeping your desk clean or locker clean. So maybe we could put some things in there that's a little more specific. What does our internet say, the website say about responsibility? What are those
Complete and return assignments on time. Own mistakes, apologize for wrong, and be on time.
Okay, so maybe some of those things could be included in your sentence. Now, who should do this? Who is the person that's going to do this?
Whoever.
Who is this Bill of Rights for?
Classroom.
It's for our classroom, but is it for is our classroom these four walls, or is our classroom the people that are in it?
People that are in it.
The people that are in it. So if we're going to say good game to your, who's going to say that?
Us. On the playground.
Okay, how about a student with a positive attitude will say good game to your opponent. And what else would they do?
Positive attitude.
Well, we've already said that they're a person with a positive attitude. Then what else are they going to do? They're going to say good game to their opponent, but what else? What's it say on here? What can you say?
We were going to put say thank you to people who are kind.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Compliment others, maybe, or something like that.
Others, share.
Okay, you don't have to put them all, but if you can, but put, 2 or 3, and you can do it in your own words if you want to. But it's more. Girls, having a positive attitude is more than saying good game to your opponent, because you're not in a game all the time, are you?
No.
No. Okay. Not really.
Okay.
No. Well, yeah, but not all the time every day, right?
The students present their belief statements to the rest of the class. The class votes and gives feedback through a consensogram. The students rate the statements on a scale of 1 to 5 and post their ratings on the board with sticky notes. The teacher's in-depth content knowledge is once again evident in his method of instruction as he uses a variety of teaching strategies. The students give presentations on their belief statements and have an opportunity to explain their reasoning. The students use the suggestions from the class to evaluate their work and make revisions. The process of evaluation is also a component of the teacher's in-depth content knowledge.
A person with a positive attitude would say good game to their opponents, thank others who are kind to them, and compliment others.
Questions or comments? Terry?
You might want to add they would be happy
Okay. Where could we add that?
at the end.
Okay. That's a thought. Go ahead, Ted.
They should have fun doing games.
Okay. A positive attitude would say good game to their opponents. Okay. So maybe say something about having fun during the game. Okay. Katie, did you have something?
I think it's very good.
Okay. Raquel.
I don't get, like, a person with a positive attitude would say good game. Wouldn't it be the person who lost or something would have the positive attitude because they wouldn't get upset because they lost or something?
What were you guys thinking when you put that in?
We were going to put something else, but we didn't. We were going to put a person with a positive attitude would say good game to their opponents no matter what. We didn't put that.
Okay. But ask your question again, Raquel, so they can answer your question.
It says with a person with a positive attitude would say good game, but when the person who lost or didn't do a good job or something, wouldn't they be the one with the positive attitude because they would go like cry or get mad or something because they lost? Anyone could do that. I mean, they could have won or they could have lost or anything. Because we're going to put no matter what, and that would mean like if they lost or won or blah 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 or if it was tied.
So a person with a positive attitude, no matter if they won or lost, would say good game. Because if you won, you could still be a poor sport and not say good game. It looks like we've got some folks that aren't quite ready to agree yet. What can we do to make that correct? What can we do to change that? Kyle?
You could like add, like if somebody's like mad, you could say it doesn't matter about losing, it just matters about if you have fun.
Okay, something about fun in there.
Yeah.
Now, here's what we did. A person with a positive attitude would say good game to their opponents, be positive about homework, thank others who are kind to them, and compliment others. Can we live with that?
Yes.
Can we live with that?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's give them a hand. Nice job, girls.